Hello and welcome to My Living Room. I'm Kathleen Hirschner. Today, I'm reuniting with a friend of mine who I interviewed on the radio last year. And we've been trying to schedule a meeting for the past year, but not your typical kind of meeting. This meeting would be the kind of meeting I'd like to have every day. And he's been teaching me the word, how to say it in Spanish here today, which is paracaidismo, known as skydiving. Alberto Fuertes, welcome to My Living Room.
Thank you.
It's good to see you again.
Nice to be here.
We were talking before we came on the show about when we met. I think it was like last year or something. And you came to the radio and we talked a lot about skydiving because that's what you do.
Yes.
You actually have the dream job.
It's not bad. It's a nice job. Yeah.
Well, why don't you, it'd be better to hear it from you. Why don't you tell the viewers about what you do and why you're such a lucky guy?
Basically, what I do is I travel around Europe, going to different wind tunnels and skydiving places. And I teach people how to fly, and that's what I do. It's quite fun.
What a cool way to make money. I mean, you'd pay money to do this kind of job, probably. Or maybe not.
If I had the money to pay, yes, but it's better if they pay you, right?
Yeah, well, of course, naturally. And what gave you the big idea that you could actually make a living out of being a skydiver?
Well, I didn't actually plan it. Like, I'd finished university, and I thought, okay, let's have a year off, like everybody does.
Your gap year.
Yeah, and I started working in a wind tunnel in the UK, and then it was so nice that I ended up down there.
And they hired you or something?
And then they hired me, obviously, and I was working for the wind tunnel for like a year and a half. Yeah. And then I went into the British skydiving team, and then that was the end of it.
So, for people that don't know what a wind tunnel is, I remember I had to ask you about it. I was like, is that like where astronauts go to practice weightlessness, whatever? But it's not like that at all, is it?
No. Wind tunnel is, there's a lot of wind tunnels around Europe. There is in Paris, Holland, the UK is 3 of them. And we use it for skydiving to practice, but not just that. We use it to take like first-timers, people that just want to have a feeling of what flying is like, and they don't need to learn anything. Super easy. You just walk into like a room which is very windy with an instructor. Hence
the name, wind tunnel.
And then they just teach you how to fly in a couple of minutes, and people seem to love that.
So you don't have to be preparing for a skydiving episode or event in order to go to a wind tunnel. You can just be, hey, I want to see what that feels like.
Yeah, it's like a ride from you just show up there, they teach you a couple of things in 30 minutes, and they just put you in. I've taken my grandmother into it, so you can see how easy it is.
Really?
Yes.
Is it expensive to go to a wind tunnel?
If you compare it with training in skydiving, it's much cheaper. It's like 4 times cheaper. Because you only have to pay for, let's say, 10 minutes of wind tunnel, and you can share it between 4 or 5 people.
Okay, so you could have like a wind tunnel party.
Yeah, exactly. That's what we do.
I'd like to try that. Well, we've been talking about you taking me skydiving for about a year. That's our meeting that we've been trying to schedule. And I've always wanted to jump out of an airplane. I've always thought that would be really fun. I'm a little bit worried that perhaps when the doors open and it's time to actually go out, jump out, that I might have like a small panic attack. But for first-timers, you have someone attached to you, like you would be on my back.
I will be behind you, and you wouldn't have to worry about anything. And if you're scared on the door, I'll just push you anyway.
We've come this far, you are going. Do you think you'll do this for the rest of your life?
Well, competitions and things like that, I can't do it for the rest of my life. I'm getting old, you know.
How old are you?
25.
Oh,
so,
I'm getting old, right.
So, but like, I would like to be involved in skydiving and hopefully like run a wind tunnel in Madrid. That would be my dream.
You could be like an entrepreneur. You could own your own wind tunnel business.
I don't know about owning it, but maybe running it.
What? Think big, man. Think big. You could own it. Now, what about your education? Did you go to university and you have a degree, or did you just go into skydiving as soon as you got out of high school?
I do have a degree. I did an international business degree in Cardiff, and then I did a master's in business as well after that. And then that was quite hard.
Well, that'll come in handy, though. An MBA, Master's of Business Administration, that will come in very handy when you want to own your own wind tunnel.
Yes, I hope so. I mean, it teaches you a lot. Like I have... with the Volare, I have like a...
Volare!
I have like my own school right now, so it has helped me a lot. Like like the degree and the master, give you a lot of background for them when you want to run a company. Even though it's a small company, but it's got the same principles, you know, like marketing, things you need to do to sell, this and the other. So for sure, it's always going to help.
So if you have won, you have a gold medal.
Yes, I'm the world champion.
You are? You are the world champion?
Yeah, well, me and my other two teammates.
Who are your two teammates? Let's give them some...
Adam Matacola and Mike Carpenter.
Okay, so Mike is an American?
No, we're all British.
Okay. So Mike, Adam, and you are the best skydivers in the world, according to
like free fly. There's like two modalities: free fly and four-way.
Okay.
Those are like the main big ones.
Okay.
So we're the champions
in the
free fly.
In free flying. Yeah. I can't imagine what that would feel like to be the best in the world at something, and to be recognized for being the best in the world. Like, I'm the best interviewer in the world. Not. But I mean, so you have to go back in a few days, go back to London, back to work, back to the tunnel.
A little bit, yeah.
How long is a day at work, at the office?
At the office, it could last anything from 6 hours to maybe 12, 14 hours.
Is it tiring?
Yes, a little bit.
Is it more tiring physically, or is it more tiring to have to, like, be nice to people and interact with people all day? Because I find sometimes that having to be nice takes a lot of psychic energy. You
have to be sometimes, especially with teams, you have to be a little bit of like a psychologist, like trying to, come on, it's good, let's go, let's keep on going.
To be motivation, to like motivate them.
Well when they done like, or things like that, but
dude, that was excellent. Not really.
Yeah.
How many people do what you do? Do you know? I mean, are there like hundreds and thousands of people, or
like people that practice the sport?
No, people that actually have the kind of job that you have. I don't know.
Not many. Maybe in Europe there's, I don't know, that live from it.
Yeah, that make a living. That make a living from wind tunnel.
10, 15 like me.
So that's job security. If there are only 10 or 15 people in Europe that teach people to do what you do, that's awesome. Are you making enough money to...
Enough to go by.
I have a feeling you to go back. I have a feeling that you probably spend most of your money traveling around.
Yes, probably.
Yeah.
Spend a lot of money.
It's great, though, that you don't have to actually pay to indulge yourself in your hobby.
Yeah, that's good.
That is so cool. Alberto, we are out of time.
Okay.
Can you believe it?
Oh, is it gone already?
Okay, so thank you for the T-shirt.
A pleasure.
And thank you for coming. It's always great to see you.
Okay.
And hopefully we'll have a few minutes to chat afterwards as well. Alberto Fuertes, thank you for coming.
Thank you very much.
And thank you for tuning in to another episode here in my living room. We'll be back with more exciting guests for you very soon. Adios. Bye-bye.